The fear of visibility is alive and well in women, and that's not a good thing. So many women have trauma, whether it's verbal abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse in their past, and they've never really learned how to deal with it. Instead, they carry this big box of rocks around with them, or I guess a bag of rocks with them. And sometimes they figure out how to throw out one rock, but they have 100 they're still dragging. And I know because I've been there, I've dragged rocks around me. I have played small for so many years, it's heartbreaking when I look back at it. But luckily, I finally figured out it was the fear of visibility holding me back. It was keeping me stuck. It was the things that I was told as a child. You know, everybody's laughing at you. Nobody likes you. You're fat. You're dumb. And I know a lot of you guys are shaking your head. And some of you guys are probably like, well, not in my life. Well, maybe it's something else. My point is you can overcome your past by telling yourself a different story. Instead of telling yourself the story of I'm going to drag this box of rocks around with me, you're going to tell the story of I am free. Nobody can tell me who I am anymore. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to have the personality I have. And if you don't like it, then we're probably not going to be friends. Instead of morphing yourself to meet your friends and trying to fit in, and ladies and gents, if you're a square peg, you're not going to fit in a round hole. And I have tried for so many years to fit in a round hole. And I'll go to meetings and I'll see people look at me and I know they're thinking, how did she ever get this job? Because she just doesn't fit. And I don't. But I fit enough for what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So if you're a square peg, honor yourself. Put in the comments, I am a square peg. I am happy being a square peg. And move on and quit fighting nature. It's who you are. Find your people. Find a job that fits your personality. I'm a CEO of an association, so I could mold it to fit my personality and then hire people around me that are square pegs for a square hole or round pegs for a round hole, instead of trying to mix and match them. And if you have a fear of visibility, let's talk, because once you figure out where it's coming from, where did that fear start? For me, my mom used to get so mad at me, and she'd tell me, you know, you're not funny. Everybody's laughing at you, not with you. And I'm a funny person, if I must say so myself. And I was a funny person back then. But my mom didn't like anything being drawn attention to her, to us, because of her trauma from her childhood. Once I understood that, then I could celebrate. And once I understood I'm never gonna be like my brother, and I'm never gonna be like my sister, I'm always gonna be who I am, that's great. So embrace yourself. It's okay to be you. It's okay with whether you have all positives or all negatives. If you think you have all negatives, let's talk, because you don't. Everybody here is unique. You're unique. Stand in your uniqueness and embrace it. And please put in the comments below. I forgot, I'm Karen Barno. I'm an intuitive advisor, and I advise women leaders on how to conquer their fear of visibility and step into live their best life. So the next video, we're going to talk about the stories you tell yourself, because a lot of the stories you tell yourself aren't your stories. They're other people's stories that you embrace because you thought they were your stories. For this one, I want you to sit down and I want you to think, why am I so afraid of stepping out, applying for that job, doing whatever it is you deeply desire? Or why aren't things working out for you? What is your fear? And put it in the comments below and let's chat. I hope this helped you guys, and have a great day. And here's to you finding your blue rose.